Okay, mics are on, and we're still in kind of that pre-stream phase. Just gonna, should probably move that to an equidistance between you guys.
Taking a picture in it. I'm taking a picture.
Say it again, I'll beat you up.
Equidistance.
I'm beating you up.
Oh no, I'm being beaten.
Touching my garlic. I just rubbed it in my eyes. That was a mistake.
Do you just rub garlic in your?
I am strong.
We are 1 minute into the pod, and Zach has rubbed garlic in his eyes.
He is strong.
This is the best way. Emma, share it. Share
Sharing it.
share it with all your
Is
friends.
all my friends saying,
I just almost. I'm so funny. I was like, wait, what about Zach and Tristan? Do they see my snap? And I'm like, they don't. They don't see my snaps.
on purpose?
Tristan,
They
just
would hate to
don't
see
have
my snaps.
Snapchat.
Tristan, just get a social media. Hi, mom.
Hi.
It's a great to communicate with people with. It's like,
What's the point?
well, don't you want to communicate with more people? You know, like my entire
If they want to talk to me, they'll text me.
yeah, but when I text you with my iPhone, it shows up green, which means you're poor, and I don't like texting you.
You know how Apple does that on purpose? They make things on our phones look worse quality from Android
Yes.
phones so that we'll think they're poor.
Yes, no, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Stupid.
Well, it's true too. Like iMessage is a superior way to text because it uses the internet. I can text one with an iPhone.
I have something relevant about that. My
And-
supervisor was telling me about this. Some update, I guess it's iOS 16 or whatever, where if you're texting through iMessage, you can delete messages, and it also deletes them on other people's phones. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And we
Wait, I'm not
couldn't
aware of
figure
that
out-
feature.
We couldn't figure out. It's not out yet. It's not
Oh.
out. But we couldn't figure out if it notifies the other person or not, because everything we found just said this is the feature.
Okay, so we'll see.
Horrible. Yeah. Edit it. I can understand deleting it.
It's gonna make us
Like
look like such bad people.
I'm gonna send it. Wait, you can just make up a conversation then. If you can just,
Yeah.
there's no. There's gotta be bullshit. Hold on. Wait,
It
let,
might happen.
let's just fact
Maybe
check
it'll
it.
say edited.
To go get them.
At
Yeah, or something
4:15.
like
Go to
that.
the Apple website
You know?
and see what the information is.
Okay,
It'll be red. Underneath it'll say edited.
I paid a lot of money for that knife. I like
I
it.
prefer it to be back here, but
They're balancing my fucking knife. Won't work. Okay, so let me fact check Zach because Zach is dumb and wrong. Apple text editing feature.
And yes, I have an Android. I don't like Apple.
There's good reason.
Don't like or can't afford.
Oh, I can definitely afford them. They're the same price.
David should not ever make fun of people for not being able to afford things.
I have a job. yeah. Yeah.
What's that job?
Oh, wait.
We have a job and we rarely like to invite you to things because we feel like you're just gonna sit there and order starters.
Oh. Yeah, because you have a job now.
What?
Now you have money, you can.
You're gonna start being like.
Now I'm gonna order starters. I'll take. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay, you can edit the mess. Okay, according to CBS News, it says blah 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 blah. You can now edit the message you just sent. So embarrassing typos can be a thing of the past. You can also undo a sent message. The third is that you can mark a thread unread. So if you read it and want to come back to it later, it will appear as if you had not read it already.
Good.
Yeah, I'm on the Apple website right now. Oh god, I just hit the footnote, so I lost my position. Give me a second here.
Oh no.
But it does say that you can both delete a message from both people's phones or change it. It doesn't look like it's only a recent message, and it doesn't look like it notifies the other person. The footnote says you can do it up to 15 minutes, which I think that 15 minutes for most people who aren't, me, is enough to respond to a text.
Yes.
So you can still edit a text well into the conversation.
That's the thing. I would assume that they would not allow post response.
True.
Because that would make sense. Otherwise, you get a lot of catfishing and a lot of entrapment.
A lot of
It's like, hey,
make
X
something
person, you like doing drugs? Yeah, I like doing drugs.
Yeah. Okay. From
Message.
from what I'm seeing, like you won't be able to like edit someone else's text.
No, but the thing is
Yeah,
that
you can edit your-
iMessage
yeah. Yeah.
iMessage uses essentially a data service
Yes.
message.
Yeah.
Which it's the same thing as like WeChat or WhatsApp. So if you change something on yours, it will change on theirs as well because it's pulling that data unless you're just not hooked up at all. As opposed to someone who doesn't have an iPhone, it's an SMS. It will never change in the history of existence. But as long as you're both using iMessage, it will change on the other person's phone. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't look like it notifies, especially if it's only in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You just keep changing the day, like yeah, I'll be there in 30 minutes, 45 minutes,
I said it
an
now.
hour.
Oh my god.
So
That
no,
would help me so
no,
much.
Emma does not need this feature. She will.
Too strong, too powerful.
Her power level will increase immensely if she has the ability to just gaslight people via iPhone. That's my podcast link to my ex manager.
To your what?
My ex manager. Like,
no, you fucking tard.
What is
Why?
an ex-manager?
why not?
The person who was his manager at the
The job.
Oh, so did you send the... Okay, sorry.
Yeah, my bad. Should I send her the link?
I won't even consider that your manager. You just...
She managed me for
you
all
were
of
there and
about
you fucking
15
clapped
minutes.
your hands outside of a Hobby Lobby for like 5 hours and then left.
There you go. Let me describe. So, our viewers last week heard about how I was going to start this new petitioning job and make a lot of money. But, I worked there for about 1 day and then promptly quit. Just to summarize, it was really bad. It was hot. The people were rude as hell. And I felt like I was set to fail. So I essentially tried out a job for $270, decided the management was so poor that I didn't want to stay there, and I win.
Yeah, why were they looking for positions if their people can't fulfill their requirements?
Yeah.
It's like impossible. Like getting 70 signatures a day this late in the petition cycle
And
is
being required to go to certain areas.
yes, like not be able to freely move around.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm like
Is that like a legal thing?
do
Do you have to legally petition? Like, hey, I want to petition in this area.
No, actually,
I don't
it's
think
not.
so.
No, it's not a thing.
Yeah,
Here's
that's what I thought.
no. So like, get out. Luckily, that's not. It's PLA actually is non-toxic, but she does not need to chew on that. She loves playing. Okay.
Update. The cat is
Update.
chewing
The cat's
on.
fucking with the fuck. Okay, professional podcast. Anyway, so
She's good.
if she does anything else, lock her in the bathroom for 10 minutes.
That's,
She has food and toys in there.
The same thing we do to Emma, I see.
Yes.
yeah.
Emma, go to the Emma hole.
The little
The
Harry
Emma
Potter
hole.
closet.
The Harry Potter.
Anyway.
So our the manager told us, yeah, businesses, if they ask you to leave, you have to leave. We didn't get permission from the places to stand in their parking lots. We were literally told, hey, if you see like a manager or employees come out, just hide in your car until they go away, then get back out. And so immediately I'm like, this feels so illegitimate because. On the website they're like, oh yeah, legally petitioning. So I assume, okay, we probably get like a permit for this area, and blah blah blah. Nope, not at all. This one girl I was working with had to like leave 2 different parking lots because people called the cops on her.
God damn.
Even though it's totally legal, but property owners still reserve the right to ask you to leave, even if you are doing a legal civic activity. Yeah,
They're private property.
yeah. So it was shit. And we couldn't just leave willy nilly because apparently they had an issue of people just like going home.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I would too.
and
I
how,
mean,
how do they know if you're?
the manager claimed she would drive around, but I don't know. She came and checked on me once, and she's like, "Just use the whole area." I'm like, "There's no one here." And I'm hot.
God, it was like a Wednesday.
It was a
hot
It was a
Tuesday.
hot Wednesday. A hot Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I will say, if you're canvassing, we've canvassed before. It's the same shit.
Also, it was in the morning. Who were you supposed to catch?
No, it was in the. It
It's
was
like,
all day. It was afternoon. and morning.
Well, like most people are working from like say 7 to 4 or
Yeah,
5.
we stop at 7.
So like that's when most people
We
go
put her
do
down.
things.
Put her in my room. Oh.
Let's go.
She looks freaked the fuck out.
Go to the bathroom or upstairs.
Put her in my room and show. There's a little. She has all her toys in there. The joys of being a parent. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da, and so I had. I was talking to guys at the bar. I was like, I'd rather be at JJ's right now than making $30 an hour working. And you know, I'm a pretty greedy guy, and I knew once I started feeling that way, this wasn't the job for me.
It's not.
And so then I went back to the place where we had to turn our ballots in, and they only had 2 like certified notaries there. So it took me another hour to get my ballot turned in.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, never doing that again. And now I just have a new job where I'm refurbishing propane tanks. And that pays pretty well.
Yay! So does that mean it's a propane tank that's been used up all the propane and now we gotta put new propane in it?
Basically, yeah. Perfectly safe, perfectly legal, and there's good money.
Is it
Thanks,
hard?
Dad.
Not really. It's not really that hard. It's just time consuming.
Yeah. How many propane tanks are there?
There's
to
like 12.
furbish? Okay.
What? There's
How
12.
long does it take?
So, oh man, we're into like very boring details about my job now.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I think the listeners want to hear about it.
They don't.
It's just hard for me to imagine like
On the board,
someone
John.
continuously refurbishing a thing. Like
Emma,
refurbish it and then you're done. Then
and
there's no more
these are
job.
these are 5,000 gallon tanks.
Is that a lot?
Emma, do you know how much a gallon of milk is?
Not very well.
Okay,
It's bigger than this apartment.
imagine a
What?
tank. No, not really. It's like the length of half of this apartment.
And the width of.
It's like oh my god! I showed you a video. It's like
You did show me a video, but it was just so close up. I only saw like your hand.
oh god. Okay. Anyway, the point being, so it holds a lot of propane, so they're worth a lot because you fill them up and they last for a while. Yeah. So until this podcast is work sucks and jobs are stupid, but so what do you guys think about where you work?
It's probably the best company on God's green earth, Dave.
It's beautiful.
Really?
I get underpaid, but I like the work.
Aww.
Aw.
Oh, passion versus money.
No, I like the people. I don't like the
Aw.
work.
Okay, so
That's called being cucked by
friends.
bourgeoisies. By the bourgeoisie.
Yes.
That's a cope.
But they also take me out to the lake, and I don't have to pay shit except for gas.
You're so you're telling me you're okay being underpaid as long as you have friends
and benefits.
and friends with benefits?
I don't have
Oh,
those.
oh, whoa there.
Whoa.
I don't have those. Those would be nice, but no. I don't know.
Friends are better.
The wage is decently high if you count the fact that they're paying for insurance, but it's still not great. I'd like my take home to be higher.
Have you demanded your boss? pay you
Yeah,
more?
they called my bluff.
You should
You should
actually
quit
quit
and
like
get
a
a new
Sigma
job.
I
mill.
can't. There's nowhere hiring for even near that price that I'm willing to
Oh.
work. There's a place that was like, yeah, it's $24 an hour, but it's overnight, 7 or 12-hour shifts in Benton. I was like, I'd rather fucking die.
Well, get this. I know CVS is hiring.
Mm-hmm. For pharmacy techs? Because they're always hiring for pharmacy techs.
Pharmacy techs and night manager.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pharmacy tech is actually a super easy job to do.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. And they pay really well. I think average they get like $14 an hour.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, and they're mostly part-time people, so... Fun fact for anyone going to college and needing a part-time job, pharmacy techs are always in demand.
I love the pharmacy.
You love the pharmacy?
I always go to Walgreens.
You love pharmacy?
I love to go to Walgreens. Everyone who knows me well knows this about me.
Walgreens is very convenient.
Yeah, why do you want to go to
I
Walgreens?
just always need to go buy a drink and a snack and like a nail polish. And
I
just
think
like
everything's
lip
more
gloss.
expensive at the pharmacy.
Yes.
It's not just a pharmacy; it's a neighborhood. It's a pillar of the community.
Going to Walgreens?
You know,
Walgreens,
down
the
on the corner,
drugstore.
Walgreens
out
the
into the street
Yes.
when the po' boys
corporate
are playing.
Yeah, I was about to
nickel
say,
can't
I don't
be
think
beat.
Walgreens is a homegrown business.
We
Dave. I don't
have
think
some here.
Walgreens
If you can
is,
name one of them, I'll give you $1.
One
Okay, wait.
Walgreens?
No.
No, we
No,
have
drugstore.
Drugstore that is a local
a
drugstore.
local pharmacy.
I know this. It's SAVON one Savon. Say SAVON.
Oh, Save On?
There's no E.
I know, it's Save On. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Jimmy
I don't
Savile.
I've never seen that
Generally, I have
before.
no clue.
Yeah, I've never been in one.
I haven't been to it.
Your
Yeah,
mom,
me
I
neither.
bet, but your mom's been one. Oh,
You
Oh.
got him.
The one downtown.
That's true.
what is the one
That one is-
downtown?
I don't know what it's called.
It's like Family Drug or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like a generic drugstore name.
It's a very generic drugstore name.
Mm-hmm.
We should go, David.
They have fudge.
Oh, fudge.
Oh!
That
Oh my
one,
gosh.
yeah.
Oh, do they have a sody pop counter? Also, Emma,
So-
can you shut the bathroom fan off? It's really bothering me.
We used to have a soda store called Rocket Fizz.
Rocket Fizz.
It was really cool, but of course, as a very specialized store,
Yeah,
it almost immediately went under.
we went to the Rocket Fizz in
Denver.
Denver.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool. They have a
In
lot of good
Denver.
root beers. And a lot of sodas that I don't want to try.
Yeah,
No, the names are fun, but they sound gross.
Yeah.
it's just different combinations of sugar and water.
No, you gotta get the
Exactly.
soda fountain kind of thing, but with ice cream, so it's like not gross.
So wait,
Just like root beer.
so Tristan,
Yeah, but
so
there was
back
no
to
ice
your
cream.
job for a second. Have you talked to your other coworkers about this?
Yeah. We talk about it constantly.
You guys should all go on strike.
There's like 30 of us.
All of you go on strike. Like,
Some of them have been working there for close to a decade. So,
god damn it!
yeah.
This is why we'll never have a communist revolution in this country.
Wait, what is it that
Good.
you do again?
I'm a chemist.
We have talked
But,
about
like,
this on the pod.
Specifically,
I test.
I know, but like, what is your job label?
Chemist.
Just chemist?
It's chemist 1.
Chemist 1?
That might be chemist 2. I don't know.
Chemist 2? Okay.
Maybe one
'cause,
day you'll
like,
be chemist
what
3 if
about-
you work
Are
really
there
hard.
other jobs besides
Level
chemist?
up.
That
I can technically do anything in the microbiology, biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, or biochemistry fields.
What if you like shifted your job a little bit?
I've tried looking. There's just not a lot of STEM or there's not a lot of positions in Arkansas for that specific field. Most of the jobs are held by people who have been there for a long time, and the really good ones, like there's a nuclear power plant up in Russellville that pays ridiculously good, but it's hyper competitive. Like you actually have to take a test to go there. But it's also a nuclear power plant, so it's like dangerous.
It's
Yeah.
it's by yeah.
Everyone in Russellville works there, basically. It feels like.
Dude, Homer worked in a nuclear power plant. If he can do it, so can you.
Yeah. Apparently,
Yeah, a lot of people do it that are like.
apparently it's like $40 an hour.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Yeah,
pretty
and they
good.
pay for your health insurance and everything. It's like
Mhm.
Well, you'll
Super
need it
harsh.
in 50 to 60 years.
Working at the nuclear power plant does not give you radiation.
Well, it can.
if it explodes.
It's not gonna explode.
What if there's a little leak?
There's not.
That's
gonna
what they
be-
said
if
about
there's a-
Chernobyl.
Well,
That's not what they said about Chernobyl.
yes, they
Yes,
did. That
did.
is
They
exactly
said
what
it
they said.
literally cannot leak, is what they were saying.
Oh, but that's different because they
Why
were
is it
Why it
lying.
didn't leak?
Why
Oh,
is
yeah.
why is it different, Emma?
Because if there was a leak at,
Because it was built by Americans, so it's
Russellville.
competent.
they would solve it, or they would do all the proper things about it if there was a leak, and it won't hurt you. If there was a leak in Russellville right now, then people would leave, and
All the fish would die.
it would be fine.
Yeah, that fallout would drift down to Conway too. It just,
No, it wouldn't go.
you know, if it exploded in the air, it would.
It's not gonna explode though. If there's a leak, they would fix it. There's no like, oh, it just explodes all of a sudden. It's like slow. Things happen that would cause.
But you
things.
don't know what target terrorist might have next.
Okay, yeah, if it
The
got blown
nuclear
up.
plant in
Russellville,
Russellville.
Arkansas.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Dave. Something tells me.
It's
I
like
think
they
we're
were
good.
like
The
we
Russians did it.
not to ours.
Yeah, not to ours, but
into the third largest nuclear power plant. No, like the fifth largest plant in Europe. So, yeah, that's a bigger deal, I think, than the God.
But yeah, Arkansas is just a very highly competitive and underfunded field for chemistry.
What about other states?
Yeah, Arkansas's got one of the lowest costs of living in
What?
the world.
What does that matter if you
Or
can
in
get
the
a job that pays
In the
you
United
more?
States, yeah.
It depends on the proportion. So if I get a job that pays $22 an hour, and my increase in cost of living is like say 5%, I've lost money.
But what about if you got like a high paying job?
It's possible, but there's very few out there that I actually could probably go for more than I could a few years ago now that I've got experience, but a lot of the chemistry field looks for master's or doctoral students because the market is oversaturated with degrees. So it's very competitive and very hard, and I do not plan on going back to school for any of this because I don't like it.
What is your ideal outcome of this situation?
Death.
Emma, tell us about your child.
Okay,
We are
have
making this a
so
happy
much
pod
going for
today.
me. I'm so excited for my life because I have this
Fucking
cute,
brag about it.
I have this cute internship for
Elephant.
Arkansas Energy and Environment is so cute, and I'm the asbestos control intern, and I've been going to a lot of inspections and telling people, do you have your paperwork? And they say yes, and I look at it and I say good job, and I take pictures of everything, or
have your papers.
stuff like that.
It was actually a very small gear and a massive asbestos cover up conspiracy.
I'm covering it all up.
Like you're not actually reading the paperwork, you're just signing it, and then
I'm just like, great work. There's asbestos everywhere, and I'm like, yes.
They hand you
What's
like
this
a
black
stack of
powder?
papers,
It's
and there's like
awesome.
there's like a check in the middle of it.
yeah. It was like, yeah, everyone just pays me money whenever I go ask for paperwork, and it's great.
That would be so me to be like, oh, thanks for the tip.
I get so many tips.
I get so many tips.
David, I got $2,000 in
Inspector.
tips this week for inspecting.
I would not know. I'd be
Wow.
like, and it says in the paperwork that you followed all the rules. Nice.
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 Yeah, you told me you're okay. Thanks for the money. Man, this is a great job.
Would you like a free blanket?
I just,
No.
I know. I
Yeah.
just looked it up, and apparently Mississippi is the state with the lowest cost of living in the United States.
It's also the poorest state.
Yeah, it makes sense. Arkansas is number 11th.
That's actually not bad. We
The-
got better.
Highest,
Depressed.
We're still the second poorest though.
problem. Like, is that like GDP?
Second
How
or
would you
third.
like GDP?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
so that's bad.
For like decades now, Arkansas and Mississippi will trade off. But Arkansas also has some of the least amount of debt because we pay off all their shit.
Arkansas,
Nice.
our population's
Well, we don't have a lot of credit.
Okay, yeah.
Arkansas.
That's good.
So what would you like
GDP.
GDP by state list?
Yeah. Let's see where we fall. From the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now we hear.
Bottom, now we hit.
Okay, so where's the list? Okay. Okay, so large GDP, California, Texas, New York.
You probably want per capita,
Oh,
or else that won't mean anything.
you're right. Hold on 1 second.
I was because obviously California's gonna win and Texas is gonna be up there.
Oh no, now the whole state list. Hold on. Okay, wait, what? We're above Rhode Island.
Fuck.
And, no, we're like Arkansas is like
Wait, for GDP or per capita?
GDP.
For raw GDP, yeah,
Raw
we will
GDP.
be.
Oh, should we do per capita?
Yeah,
Or
that's
GDP
why. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're going to beat every other state that has fewer people than us.
Because we have Walmart and Tyson.
My family works for Tyson.
Most families work for Tyson.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Technically, we work for Tyson.
Technically, probably
do get
everyone works for
Okay, hold on. Wait.
We do get a lot of Tyson.
Okay, so just District of Columbia. No, this is 2012 money. Hold on.
That's not
That's
real
irrelevant.
money.
Dave, you need to get better at your researching.
Yeah, doing this live and still being hilarious
You're
is very hard work.
disappointing all of our listeners. I'm sorry, John and Mountain.
All of our listener.
All of Mountain.
Wait, can we do like percent of national? No, that wouldn't make sense. God damn it.
Do median.
No,
GDP
it's-
per state or GNI.
It's simple. You're just the GDP.
Dude,
Yeah.
I typed literally none of those words right, and I got it.
Wait, boy, show me what your numbers say.
No, I'm
I-
pulling it up.
I done darn confused myself.
I done darn did it. Oh, damn it. I'm assuming you pull up the Wikipedia page and then
Yeah, our per
realize that it was.
our per capita GDP in 2019 was $39,000.
That's what we produce each person, or like.
So that's how much the state makes in revenue per person.
Yep, we've slowly gone up. 2010 was really bad. Yeesh.
So it was 39.
39,000 in 2019. This is according to Statistica.com. Statistica. Okay, so according to World Population Review, the fourth poorest state in the USA is Arkansas. Arkansas's median household income is the second lowest at $50,000 a year.
We've gone up.
Yeah, strong number 4.
Means we're doing okay.
We're doing good, lads.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it.
But then there's places like California where you can make 6 figures and still be below the poverty line.
It's like this crack house in the Bay Area costs $6 million. It's ridiculous. I would never want to live in California. Like, how would you like? Yeah, God,
California does not seem like the home for me.
no. But slowly they'll transform the rest of the country.
Now Oregon or Washington sound like dope places.
I meant to go to Oregon this winter, but that gigantic fucking snowstorm stopped me in my tracks. I was with the Austrian squad. Things was going good, and then we almost died on Interstate 80, like midnight.
And all your plans were Oregon.
I had my Christmas Eve dinner with them in an iron skillet. Honestly, it was cute.
That's actually quite nice.
Yeah, it's a good memory being snowed in the shitty hotel in Nevada.
Still, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, what did we do for Christmas? Got COVID.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I was like, and I had to spend New Year's alone in this fucking apartment. Then I got COVID 2 weeks later anyway, thanks to that fucking Kraut. So then what? It's not on the band. It's the algorithm won't pick it
Which
up.
one?
Kraut. Oh, Lisa.
Lisa gave you COVID?
Yeah, Lisa gave me COVID.
New Year's?
No. I just spent New Year's alone because you guys had COVID. And I didn't have any friends,
Yeah.
and in the area.
This
And
is adding up.
and then a few weeks later, I got COVID anyway from Elisa.
So we should have just hung out on New Year's.
We all should have just hung out. I was actually really mad. I haven't really. I've never gotten to spend a New Year's with my friends. I've never been to like a New Year's party.
This was
Oh
the
my
first New
God.
Year's we haven't done something.
Yeah, and I feel
Yeah.
bad. So we should do.
Blame Norman.
Yeah.
Norman's usually invited to our New Year's things. Now, in fairness, we usually go to John's parents' house and fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, like me and Norman friends was like, can I come to the New Year's thing? He's like, no, you don't know those people. I'm like, fuck you. Which,
Now, in fairness, I do that
Aw.
too.
yeah, but now I am here and queer and God's chosen people, and we will rise again.
Listen, just because it's
We
your
will
month.
rise again.
Oh
It
God.
is Jewish History Month. How do you know? It is not.
Oh.
Or it might be. I have no clue.
It's Gay Pride Month.
We do love Pride Month.
Oh God, you guys don't have the kink at Pride debate right now? That one's great.
Dude,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I'm qualified to do this. It was like 3 or 4 days in before someone told me it was Pride Month this month. I thought it was just a month that happened once ever.
How do you not? Oh, hi Sydney. She's watching.
Hi, Sydney.
How do you not know it's Pride Month?
Because
I
we're
don't-
not gay. It's
I
not
don't
important to us.
Use the internet ever.
I forgot you guys
How
like-
else would I know?
You guys are like weird hermits. Just-
Exactly. I have my little hovel that I like to climb into, and then I stay there until I
But
get
it's
bored.
everything
that are-
it's the
I am.
equivalent of not knowing that February is Black History Month. It's,
It is?
They don't know these things.
That one I do remember because we had to learn about
Black
just
history?
well,
I was not. I
not
was joking.
necessarily.
Okay, I
more
thought
like-
you were
But also,
actually
it's not
retarded
important
for
to
a
me.
second.
I would say
It
every
affects nothing.
couple of years
It's-
we have to do.
No, the people like you are the reason that Black History Month exists because like
To make people
What am I supposed to
celebrate.
do in Black History Month?
you're supposed to like
Black history.
it's supposed to
Celebrate
remind
Black
you of the
history.
contributions of Black people to American
Celebrate.
history.
I remember that constantly.
You
As
just
a
said
decent
you-
human being.
Am
you
I
just
just
said-
gonna say,
you
nah,
said-
fuck them until I get to February?
Well, you
again?
just wait a minute. No, you just said it doesn't affect.
It doesn't.
No, the month itself.
February in my job and in my life was just the same as January and March.
No, that's no. They had but like it's
That makes
Black
sense,
History Month
actually.
is not meant to like affect every aspect of your life, but it's just like a reminder going, oh, hey, it's Black History Month. We should.
It's like Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
supposed to
Mother's
love your mom
Outside
the
of
rest the
school,
time.
I don't care.
It's like,
You should
how
still
is
love your mom.
all year round, but you should pay special attention to her on Mother's Day.
I am.
You should.
I spent like
but,
$60 on my mom for Mother's Day and
That's-
like $300 for her birthday. I'm a good son. I can make jokes.
Are you trying to buy your mom's love? I printed my mom something. She's like, oh, it's so cute. It's the equivalent of like a
I'm
macaroni.
making up for my 2 deadbeat siblings.
Listen, Tristan, I don't get why some people just can't like completely disregard their family.
I try to. They don't let me.
I was gonna say I don't think it's Tristan on this
What
one.
are you trying to do, Emma?
The only ones that have left me alone are the ones I threatened with death.
You let me in.
For what? I was talking to. God damn it, Emma. Hold on. Okay.
You're ruining the conversation.
Yeah, you really are. So Pride Month matters because it's like, oh yeah, gay people exist and they
It does.
have-
It matters to people in that group.
No, it should matter to everyone because you should be conscientious of marginalized groups.
I'm
We are
conscientious
constantly.
I'm conscientious of the people who work in the room right next
You're
to me.
not
that I
because you didn't
interact
know it
with
was
all
Pride.
day.
It's
It's
Pride.
not like
I'm
every other
conscious
month that we're
every
running
day.
around with
Do-
fucking
do-
flags
just-
of rainbows
do-
burning
do-
them
do-
going,
do you guys just like go home and just go to the rocks you live under like Patrick Starr because every company has
Yes.
you could see it on the interstate the Pride flag.
I'm
logo.
not looking at those.
Most of
looking
those
at the
a lot of those
road.
are just out normally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
When I go home, I go and read my comics and read my books, and then I go to sleep.
So you go home
Yeah,
to
the
your
kind of people who
otaku
are-
den, and then like instead of being aware of the world around you,
Why should I? It doesn't affect me.
That is the oh my god, yeah. It's like why should I like get vaccinated?
25 years. 25 years I have gone by perfectly fine without giving a shit about any of these months.
Why?
Well,
No, you've never.
Why? There's no reason
Yeah.
why.
Just because something doesn't affect you doesn't mean you shouldn't care about it.
We care!
You
All 12 months!
You hate guns because all those bitch ass kids
No,
getting
this
killed
is
by
you're
guns.
saying care about this thing simply because it exists only for this month. This is.
I'm
we,
saying
like,
you
we
should be.
know what
I'm
happens in
saying
the
you
news.
should be aware that it exists. It's like
Why?
it's easy. It's a month. It's like
It's easy.
Yes.
What do you mean? But how does
Okay,
it affect us? What are we supposed to do for
this,
it?
this is like if I
Am I gonna eat gay cuisine?
yes.
hey, wait. Zach did celebrate International Women's Day.
I do that every year.
Yeah, that's a day. That's easy to remember.
Yeah, I mean,
It's on
that's
the
a
calendar.
personal preference.
Pride Month is also on most new calendars.
I don't read those.
I've never seen a calendar that says like this month is this thing.
It's like
The word
it's like beginning of Black
Oh,
History
I
Month,
guess.
beginning of Pride Month.
Yeah, it does do that.
Yeah, it
I
does.
Just-
suppose. And say I've never seen
Yeah,
one. of those.
That's okay.
But yeah, I see that and I go, oh, that's cool. And then don't think about it.
Yeah, that's fine, but you should like. I don't know. It's like
It's optional.
it's like if
It's
if
like
I had
Christmas.
grown up in an atheist household and just did not care or pay attention to when Christmas was. It just the lack of knowledge just bothers me more. I'm not like morally offended that you
I
don't
grew up
care.
in a Christian household. I fucking hate Christmas.
That's a personal situation.
God,
But you
dude,
know
I
about
want
Christmas.
to do a Christmas movie adventure with you, like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
Making Tristan a real boy.
No, yeah.
I'm
No, but
making
like the
you
three
Christmas
ghosts show
wishes
you
until you
how
love
everyone's
it.
life. No. It's a wonderful life.
It's a wonderful
but
life.
the angel shows you how everyone's life is better, that you're dead. And then I'm like, well, I guess you should kill yourself. I didn't really expect this lesson to
Bye,
go out.
Ebenezer.
Fucking told you, bitch.
I take you back to the bridge and give you a pat as you fall off. Like, great.
Oh,
God. You
Yeah,
guys
good
ready for
friend,
the
Dave.
economy to
Good friend.
crash?
Dude, I've been waiting for it for years.
I
what
was talking.
happens when the economy crashes?
Oh.
So it depends on which part of the economy.
Let's say I have $200 in my bank account.
I
What
think
happens?
you're going to be.
Hell
But
So
if,
like the one that we're looking forward to, that most people in our generation are looking forward to, is like the housing market is going to crash eventually, which means that everything that is valued at a certain point right now will plummet. So people will lose a shit ton of equity. But we'll finally be able to buy houses, which is something that our generation up until this
Yes.
point will
so
not be
it's
able to
kind
do.
of necessary.
and then my
Well,
dad
it's absolutely
And
necessary.
then my dad, like a Giga
Bloated.
Chad, will sell all the copper he's been sitting on because metals always go up when the economy crashes.
yeah.
and then buy a shit ton of houses and slowly be a building block for the problem to start again.
Yes, that's
And
the problem.
Yeah, as he
It's
becomes
the
like
rent mongers.
as he becomes like the slumlord of Lone Oak, like a Giga Chad, and I run for sheriff to get elected in Lone Oak, and like.
That means you'd have to move back to Lone Oak, Dave, and I know you're never gonna do that.
Tom Cotton does not live in Arkansas. He's still the goddamn senator. I will be the sheriff, like an army of corrupt deputies, and just live in Conway.
That's fair. Where does he live?
My dad?
No, Tom Cotton.
Why would
Tom.
you live in Conway?
What?
Why would you live in Conway?
Oh, my friends are here.
Live in Little Rock. Little Rock's better.
Little Rock sucks. There's too many
There's too much to do.
friends there.
Too many things to do.
After defending Black History Month.
I said there's too many friends there, and
I know what you
I know too many people. Then.
gotta get a lease for a month, and then I get.
Yeah, what's there to
There's too
do?
many tellums.
Tristan, what is there to do in Little Rock that Conway does not have?
The club.
Do not care about that.
Bars, food,
Restaurants.
restaurants.
Besides food. Besides food. Besides food.
We've been thinking about going and getting tango lessons at
Oh my God,
a
and-
Latin club.
They have pole dancing lessons. I'm gonna go with Allison.
Pole dance. Actually, our friend probably knows the people who own that.
When you guys
Oh, yeah,
go,
that's
when you
Where
when you
should I
when you
go? I
go
need help.
when you go
I
to
can ask.
when you go to
Please
pole
ask, and
dancing
I will-
lessons.
I will go. I don't know.
We'd probably be pretty good.
Let's go. Let's go.
It gets you
Let's all
fit
do it.
fast.
I'm not doing that.
Please.
No.
Why not?
I have to weigh 300 pounds.
That's okay.
I'll break the bar.
You'll be stronger.
No.
Honestly, if you could pull yourself up that bar by your hands, you'd be fucking like.
Yes, it would be very cool. However, the amount of grip strength would probably break the bar.
We can get you a platinum bar.
Platinum? Platinum's very soft.
Oh,
You mean titanium?
titanium.
Or tungsten.
Tungsten. Man,
Steel?
dude, there's nothing to hit. Oh, sorry, it's a weird segue here. So, like, I used to be a big Halo fan, and everything in the fucking Halo universe is made out of tungsten. I learned what tungsten was from reading a shit ton of Halo novels. I thought it was a fictional element because I read them before I went to middle school. Because the ships are made out of tungsten. They fired tungsten bullets. Master Chief's armor
is
was made out of
stupid.
tungsten. It's really dumb.
Because tungsten has a ridiculous shear force, which means if it was used as a bullet, it would just explode.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's like a diamond. You can cut it, you just can't crush it.
God, Halo really went downhill
Yes.
after 4. Like, after Reach, because 4 was pretty bad.
Thanks, 343.
Yeah, I remember all of them just being really boring.
All of them? Or
I mean, no, all of them after Reach.
Oh, yeah, you're
just
right.
Being like with the what are the robots called? Prometheans or something?
the Forerunners,
Just
they
like,
made
they
Prometheus.
Just sit there and they just take bullets.
The-
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, they're just bullet sponges, really.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, it's like the writing got really bad. It went from, like, an interesting, unique sci-fi story to just basic, like, because, okay, Halo originally, I think the best way to describe it is, like, low fantasy sci-fi. And after 343 took over completely, it became, like, high fantasy sci-fi, where it's, like, all the designs are basic, like, over busy sci-fi garbage.
You know what's also high fantasy? Mass Effect. You know who makes Mass Effect? BioWare. You know what Halo 5 felt like? A BioWare game.
Oh my God.
A very shitty BioWare
I am
game.
so happy you brought up Mass Effect. Okay, so do you guys know about the god awful Halo TV show?
Oh yeah, I've
Heard
heard
of it.
about
Okay, so like I haven't watched it, but I read like a plot breakdown, and it sounds like it was going to be the Mass Effect show they talked about, but they couldn't get the Mass Effect license or something, so just got Halo instead. Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
That's funny.
The first episode has Master Chief touch an alien object and get a vision of the future, which is like there's
Never
all.
happened in the lore.
What'd you say?
Never happened.
No,
in the
exactly. No,
lore.
but it's a Mass Effect thing. Like, like John Shepard touched, or whatever his name is. Like, Shepard touches every alien ship.
Shepard's like a kindergartner, just going
Yeah.
around touching
And
shit.
then it's
It's a
very
disease.
dramatic and character focused, like Mass Effect.
Oh yes, the character focus of Halo,
Yes,
where
yeah.
you don't know the guy's
His
name
name.
until
And-
like 3.
And then okay.
John 117.
And then Master Chief has sex with like a human that works with the Covenant
Wait, that means he gets out of his suit.
in front of Cortana. Cortana's still in his body. Yeah, so yeah, instead of just being in his suit, she's like in his brain,
Ah,
which is a very Mass Effect thing.
That isn't.
that's horrible.
No, so
And
it's,
I like Mass Effect. I
No,
just
Mass- it's-
think
yeah.
Mass Effect and Halo are two different stories.
Yeah.
yeah, I have the full theory right here on Game Braves. Hold on. Oh, here we go. The general focus on internal, smaller scale human conflicts, intergalactic politics, and relationships with bigger alien threat building largely in the background. Okay, the Covenant's motivations and reasons for attacking humanity are being built up as a mystery. Like how Mass Effect makes a big deal of nobody knowing why the Reapers do what they do. In contrast to the Halo games, where the Covenant's motives are more or less known from the start. Also, how the Covenant aren't really humanized in comparison to the games, being portrayed more like inscrutable beings using brainwashed human servants like the Reapers. The frank depictions and discussions of sex and nudity, Halos generally have always avoided outright sexual content beyond the occasional silly joke, e.g., he was my lover, whereas Mass Effect never shied away from the subject. The sheer fact that Master Chief fucks it all, and especially that he fucks a woman along with the aliens, and is speculated by some to originally be intended as an alien, which makes sense because
Yep.
Mass Effect, Shepard fucks aliens. Fucking aliens is one of the bread and butters of Mass Effect, but you can ever imagine it in a Halo game beyond obvious non-canon gags like Johnson hugging the Elite in the Legendary Edition for CE. The portrayal of AIs. Cortana is a mix of EDI, AI made by a morally dodgy group that slowly aligns with the good guys, and Sam from Andromeda, implanted in Chief's nervous system rather than just being carried in a chip like in the games. More vaguely, the Spartans' portrayal is basically human robots. Rediscovering their humanity feels eerily similar to the Geth in their whole arc of developing individuality, with Chief filling the role of Legion. Halsey acts a lot like a female elusive man, manipulating people for the greater good, and lacking a lot of her more sympathetic traits in the games. Similarly, the guy playing Captain Keyes looks and acts a lot more like Captain Anderson from Mass Effect. Seriously, Danny said he is the perfect pick for Anderson aside from getting Keith David to reprise the role. He'd be an amazing casting choice if it were a Mass Effect show. The fact that the whole plot is kicked off when Master Chief goes to a colony to find it was attacked by aliens and touches an ancient alien device that gives him a vision, just like Commander Shepard going to Eden Prime and touching the beacon of a start of Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's a Mass Effect show.
Yeah, they repurposed the script.
That's pretty
It
bad.
reminds me of like the spider from Wild Wild West. The spider, that spider. Okay,
It's been a long time since I've seen Wild
what
Wild West.
company produced Wild Wild West? I forget. Anyway,
I don't know.
doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Okay, Kevin. I watched Kevin Smith do an interview about it because he worked with the movie, and for years they like one producer. He produced like 8 movies. Was trying to get them to put a giant spider in the movie. Kevin Smith worked on Superman Returns. Yeah. The producer talked to Kevin Smith. It came out before, I think, Wild Wild West. The producer wanted Kevin Smith to have Superman fight a giant mechanical spider in that movie, and Kevin was like, "No, that wouldn't work." He's like, "Okay." So he just kept on throwing the spider at movies until it stuck with Wild Wild West.
Why?
I don't know, dude. 90s cocaine movies were weird. Like,
Yeah.
God,
Oh, the 90s.
oh the
Glad
90s.
they're over.
What do you think Gin and Mountain Dew would taste like?
Good. It tastes
Gin
good.
and Mountain Dew would
Ooh.
probably be really good.
Emma, can you bring me
Actually,
the
probably
what?
would be okay.
That would be delicious.
Can you bring me the rum and
I'm
coke?
thinking so.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's make drinks. Yes.
Ah, yes. Drink break, everyone.
Drink break.
Break drinks.
So Zach, you're looking for a new job, aren't you?
I am looking for a new job. I don't know what though. I want to do something more related to what I got my degree in, which is international relations. For those of you at home,
I did not know that.
Just give me a
Indeed.
cup if you don't mind.
so I can look at a map real good. But
Yay.
also, what I would be doing later. So I'm trying to get something in like a to be like a customer rep or lobbying or something like that. Something that I would have to interact with people, but in a one-on-one or like a small group kind of thing. Because the end goal, I want to work for the Foreign Service, so that's what I want to be doing. I just got to figure out how to do it because lifting boxes ain't doing it for me anymore.
You don't want to lift boxes like a wage slave?
No,
A wage
and I
friend?
fucked up my arm, and then my arm won't heal so long as I'm lifting boxes. Oh my.
It's time to quit.
It is time to quit. I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in the next couple of days, probably
Wow.
Friday.
Going to break my heart.
I know, and it's gonna break our manager's heart too because I forgot our manager, who I really like and has been a really good dude, just went on vacation to Greece. And so
Oh.
he's not going to know until he gets back, and it's like a day after he gets back is when I would leave after 2 weeks.
Wait, he's listening to the podcast
He gets
now.
back, he gets back next week.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. Manager, the supervisor, has been saying 2 weeks,
Oh, I might be wrong.
but we'll see. There's still Jim.
Yeah, there's Gemma. But yeah, you should look at the calendar.
Yeah, I will.
Calendars are helpful.
You're gonna break Kervin's heart.
I told him already.
Oh, did you?
So it's yeah, it's you and he who know. 'Cause it's like, well,
The only people you'll likely see outside of
yeah.
it.
Outside of who else is brought around again, but
We have tonic water.
tonic. I hardly know it. Actually, tonic water's probably best.
It's not bad. It's not great though.
Not great, not terrible.
Good, not great.
I put too much gin in mine, so I had to put a lot of
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dizzle.
Madizzle.
MD's nuts.
And D's nuts.
Anyway.
But yeah,
yes.
work sucks.
Work sucks and jobs are stupid.
I like my work friends, but I don't like my work.
Yeah, I think it's really important that you find a job where the work environment is good. Like,
Stop talking till you get like you're out of the mic's range.
I was,
Our work environment is probably one of the best work environments I've ever seen in my life. I told my boss to fuck off today. I literally said fuck off.
Yeah.
And she laughed and went about her
Aw,
business.
That's cute.
So adorable.
Adorable.
But I will say the general attitude of the place before our friends started working there was much more, I don't know, dour. Very quiet before Kervin started working.
Kervin has been a beacon of positivity and fuck yous. His greeting to most of the people is "Go fuck yourself."
Aww.
Or
How's
eat
your
my
weekend?
ass.
Yeah, eat my
Aw.
ass. How was your weekend?
Eat my ass, please.
That's such a funny way to be.
Yeah, he's a swell dude.
I love it.
You're a swell
Yeah.
dude.
Thanks, babe.
Why
But
does
I'm
everyone
saying-
think that he's not?
Zach,
I don't
you should see if my dad's hiring.
No.
None of what
arm
he
is set.
mentioned about
Yeah, I was about to say, do you know what I just said?
Well, a good thing to do in between jobs.
What?
if he should.
Yeah. Well. No.
What?
I probably do physical
I mean,
work. One of the things
You
is
can
my
learn
arm
Spanish.
is sí, hablo español.
Aquí.
Aquí.
Damn.
No, honestly, because I'm also thinking if I can't do something with the foreign service of just go in for like a couple year contract with the military, just for an officer position for a while. Start
I
at
think
like
that's a minimum of
80K.
6 years though.
Yes.
for
It depends.
officers.
It's
Yo.
It's like if I remember correctly, it's a 2-year active contract, and then you can re-up it for 6 years after that. It's a very weird thing.
That's sounds right, but also that sounds really close to enlisted. Because the enlisted are like that. It's a 2-year stint that you can go for 4 years.
Yeah.
But I do remember reading that officers do have to enlist for a much longer period
Yeah.
because of all the benefits
It might
they
be
get.
4.
Yeah, I think it is
It might be
4.
4. Then
And then you can
you
enlist for
sign
6.
contract for 2, is I believe what I remember.
Yeah, that sounds
It's
right.
something like it was really weird. I do remember when I was talking to the recruiting people about it. But you just get like good money if
Also,
you have good brain
We have
and good uniform.
we have one. So the recruiters who recruit for the general populace aren't necessarily
Yeah.
recruiters for the enlisted or the officership. We've only got one for the Midwest, and I think he's up in Chicago, but he'll like video chat with you.
Yeah. They have to know the process though
Yeah.
of how to do it, but that's the guy that you actually will talk to eventually. Yes.
So Zach's gonna
But
be
anyway.
In the military.
military.
Indeed.
I'm gonna join the insurgency. So that'd be
and we'll be on the same side.
And I'm gonna jump off a cliff.
that'd be great. No, you're like
Dude, that'd be great. Jump off that cliff.
Russia.
Get him,
Russia.
babe.
Russia. You claim worse. Still going. You're like send in Dave. On
They
the
go. No.
What's he gonna do?
See me. I'll go on the Russian side to distract and annoy everyone, and they won't be able to fight.
Dude, that'd be funny. No,
the bitch of it though is what I'm thinking. Is what's gonna happen is they're gonna be like, hey, I heard you speak Chinese. I'm like, damn it, I do speak Chinese. And I get put in Taiwan, and then Taiwan gets invaded. Like
And
the
then they
literal day I show
and
up.
they send in me to come pull you out. I'm gonna be
really.
a part of your life. Or it's gonna be me and Norman, and our like legion of
Yeah,
prostitutes and child soldiers.
Japan sends you and Norman to go get me out of Taiwan.
Yes, that's
Because Taiwan is still. They still think Taiwan is theirs.
Yes, they're like.
We were actually thinking about what side of the great battle on the night before my 30th birthday you'll be on. Because we know that I'll basically be in a throne like Theoden, and Norman's going to be whispering in my ear.
Resist it. And then I
Decrepit me at 30, just...
you know that part of God of War 3 where Kratos is riding on Gaia screaming?
Yeah.
That's me just riding on a gigantic woman. You will not deny me my revenge! Like, with an army of prostitutes all climbing the walls of your
to
wizard
get back
tower.
Of my tower.
Yeah, really. I really don't know how that battle's gonna go. I'm trying to think.
Did you not know the meme?
Oh, Ava doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
well.
So
There's a
That's
meme
deep.
that Norman, to every country he has gone to and to everyone he has ever met, pretty much, he has recruited them into the Knights Crusade of keeping my virginity intact. Because I'm so unfuckable that if I ever do lose my virginity, the world will end. So in the end times, there will be a war of the people who want me to get laid and people who do not want me to get laid.
there's also a nightly
And
order.
Norman is on the do not get him laid, let the world end.
There is a nightly order to get Tristan laid. There are some members of both at the same time, so we'll see how that happens. Yeah.
Good old Joe.
And Blake's running, but
Yeah.
like he just has. What about this one? 'Cause he's the only one who tries.
I want. No,
Fine.
I was talking. I was like, before I knew you super well, I met you like one time. You're like the virgin friend. I'm like, I want to get him laid. Like this one since sophomore.
I don't like that. I don't
This-
like that I'm the virgin friend.
This is well, you talk it. You
I don't talk about it as much as I used to.
Yeah, you're better at not opening with that. That's.
I never opened with it. Jesus.
Oh boy.
Fucking
My name's
Christ.
Tristan. I'm the virgin.
Hey.
I'm
No,
pure.
I swear to God that happened at like one of the.
Absolutely not.
No. I think it just came up very liberally. I think it was when we were. It doesn't matter.
You also heard it probably a lot from Norman. 'cause
Probably
it's
so.
funny.
Point is, like, I was trying to, like, I was looking for girls to have sex with sophomore year. like before I was like actually your friend. I was like
Before you even knew who I was, really.
because I had a virgin friend. Let's call her.
Jessica?
I want to make it an S name.
Santana?
Spirit Galozzi.
Sarah. Yeah, she's a major virgin man hater, and I was thinking. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe it could work out. Then me and Norman talked, and Norman knew her a little bit as well, and we were like, actually, no, that would probably be so toxic.
I'm not a woman hater, though.
No, you're not a woman hater. No, it's like so toxic. Mean like 90% of the toxicity would come from her end, and you'd be the extra 10% that like sweetened it.
Sweeten the deal.
Oh my God! If my mom said, "Please stop virgin bashing," I'm becoming a man hater. No, Mom, we're Tristan bashing, not virgin bashing.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord. That's hilarious.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
I wish I gave it as much of a shit as I used to. Maybe then I'd actually like download a Tinder and do something about it.
No, it's
Let's
off-
do it.
You should get a
No.
Tinder, but it's better that you don't.
Let's do it.
Like, I don't know why, but for me, my personal experience, I feel like the less you focus on something or care about it, and the less weight you put in it, the easier it is to get.
I'm just focusing on other things right now, like not starving to death,
That's fine.
Yeah.
finding a career that doesn't make me want to die.
No, but seriously, we tell our buddy Jay to he wants to get a girlfriend, like make a Tinder, and he refuses to do so. I think you should follow your advice and make a Tinder, man.
The only boys I've ever really liked much are from the internet.
There you
Yeah,
go.
this new guy who you're doing great with is from Bumble. Get Tinder and Bumble. Like, get like 3 apps. That way you can
awesome.
like talk to new women all the time.
Yeah, I had those for over a year and only got one match ever.
what did your profile look like?
was
Did
bad.
you make it?
Did
or
you make
a
your
woman
profile?
It was
make it?
bad.
I didn't. No one else would help me with it.
Let-
What do you mean? No, we tried all the time.
I
Wilson
let
and I
women,
talked
No
about
one
that.
would help.
I have
Constantly.
women exclusively manage my Tinder, and it works out great.
You hire a manager. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
Now that I go out more, I
Get
actually have
pictures,
pictures that
too.
are nice.
you do. You have a lot of cool
There you
pictures.
go.
I will get pictures.
See, I think every good Tinder profile needs a few group pictures, especially if it's mixed
Yep.
gender. That way they know you're not a serial killer. It's like he hangs out with men and women.
One of the problems was all my pictures were ones my mom took because I don't like having my picture taken.
Yeah.
Well, there's a really nice one of you sitting in my old red chair with everyone on your lap. Like
That one
is from that was from Miss Hendrix night.
Oh,
It's just
oh,
so
not a
party.
chair, the love seat. The love
Yeah,
seat.
yeah.
Well,
okay.
that'd be a good like fourth picture in the lineup. You know, first
Yeah.
picture's like headshot,
Hmm.
and then the other pictures I think.
I'll handle it.
Okay, yeah. I'll shut the fuck up.
No,
Okay.
your input is valid and good, but
I'm just gonna walk in here one day and Emily's gonna be like, "You have a date on Friday." I go, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, your Tinder had hits."
Would
I was like,
you?
What Tinder?
We make a Tinder for
I've
you?
been having a Tinder for like the last 3 weeks. I did not consent to this.
I'm gonna do it.
We should do it. We can. I'll be on a. I'll get one of those like invisible hearing aids. We and Emma can coach you through what to say, and Zach can run.
I could do that.
You're like, "All right, say hi. Do you like anime?" No.
Abort. And then we pull up in a black van and shoot up the. We extract you by shooting up the restaurant to make it not awkward, and then you can leave. Then you can protect the girl with your body. We'll only shoot you a little bit, and then
You pick her up and use her as a shield.
No, wrong. Oh, too like.
Tristan, no.
No.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen.
God,
That'd
dude,
I've been on dates before. I'm not that bad.
That's good.
Yeah, I bet you'd be good.
Yeah. My thing is like, I had the most I talk about this all the time. This awkward date at the beginning of this semester. I don't know. It's like she was just making me nervous because she was so jittery and I couldn't like. She go. The waiter like did something. The waiter's like 20 feet away and he does something. Just like, wow. I look behind her for like a fraction of a second to see what the big movement the waiter did was like pure monkey brain. And she goes, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
Ew.
maybe I didn't do that bad, but she also dropped. Yeah, like every woman in my family has a mental illness. I'm like,
Every
That's
woman.
not.
You're
normal
in
to
your
say.
family.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You are in your family.
Then I did ask for a second date after. I was like, you want to hang out again sometime? She's like, no.
No.
Way nicer, but I'm just summarizing. Like,
but
it's what it meant.
she
Without,
was the one who did the weird stuff, and she didn't want to hang out again.
maybe I did weird stuff too because I couldn't like.
Didn't
no.
know how to deal with it.
I
or
didn't know how to
weirdness.
deal with her weird stuff. I was trying to make a conversation, and she would cut me off at the end of my sentence. She would answer my question, but she would cut me off and then like talk really fast, and I would go, I had a plan for what I wanted to say. God damn it!
That does sound
That's
like a terrible
upsetting.
That sounds horrid.
I want to go on another. I went on another date last night. It was great.
date. How was it?
It was nice.
It was great. He said it was great.
It was.
Tell us more.
What's her name?
Name.
Wait, last night we hung out last night.
It was like before we hang out. I got home from work early. Wait, who's
What
that?
time was it at?
My mom just called me Lizard. So my mom's been texting me. Hold on. You want to edit your Tinder profile? Proofread it. Serrano D Virginac or something. A bunch of quote signs, and then lizard brain.
Lizard
Let
brain.
me see.
My mom
I
said.
want to know what your mom said.
Serrano.
What's
It's a pepper.
Serrano?
I don't, Mom. What does Serrano Virginac mean? I was, God.
That's hilarious.
You guys ever think about your past interactions with people and just cringe your ass off?
Yes.
No.
I do that all the time.
Constantly.
I think twice or so.
Twice.
Maybe thrice.
Emma, I think compared to me and Tristan, also probably Zach. Just based, I don't think you have anything in our cringe moments where we're just like,
Zach.
Oh god.
sometimes I just want to go back in time and kill myself. Just prevent.
How
one-
dare you think that was socially acceptable?
I know, right?
There's
It's like
so
you
many of those.
retard. Oh my god.
Did we
I
tell
was-
you the Zick story?
No.
Oh
Emma?
my god. Tell me
So-
the
so-
sex.
We go to the old Los Tres, and we're at one of the long tables.
We've been drinking there for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we've been there for a bit with a couple of our friends, and we knew one of our friends was also going to show up, and she comes with a bunch of her friends. And they're just sitting at the end of the table, just talking about whatever. And some of the people introduce themselves so they could talk, and I'm like, I guess I got to do that. So I'm pretty formal, so I lean my hand out for them to shake it. And I thought they were paying attention, and they were like giving names and greetings and whatnot. So I just hold my hand out and go, Zick, like that, and then am ignored. So I'm just sitting there after going, Zick, with my hand. I don't know why I said it like that either. I just went, Zick. And then
Why did
sat
no one
down and was
notice
sad.
and say like?
Oh,
yeah,
we
I
all
mean,
know. All the guys.
All the
noticed.
guys
It
noticed.
started pissing.
None of the
ourselves.
girls noticed, and we'd had to even our friend who's a chick. We had to explain to later what happened because
Just
none of them
no
paid
one saw it
attention.
Okay,
Yeah.
besides the boys.
I notice this when we go out. Like the
What?
girls will not notice our conversations we have. And we're
No,
not.
it's
And we're
'cause
not.
They're having a conversation.
No, but like our conversations are way. I know what they're talking about. Like I'm listening in the back of my head while I'm talking to Zach or Tristan, but then it's like they do not.
It's
Like,
usually very mundane.
yeah, we'll laugh or we'll have like like a whole like
Yeah.
basically a whole
We
fucking
got a
like
bit going.
we have a a 16-minute Netflix special happening at the table that
It's
only
not
we're lit.
funny to other people usually, especially them. They don't know what's going on.
You just gonna come at us like that?
Emma,
Yeah.
have you ever tried to be funny?
Maybe not to you.
Damn.
Give us your best material.
No,
Most people don't have material. They just react.
I'm not a comedian. I'm just a person.
See, we all do observational comedy, and then that become like repetitive jokes, which are hilarious. Like,
Yeah, that's cool, and I think y'all are hilarious. It's just like if they were to randomly start listening to y'all, a lot of the stuff
Danger.
would be just like about topics they have no idea what it is, and then
you know,
some
so
of it
about
would
like
be
about
hilarious.
things that matter in the real world, like global politics, the economy.
It's just such a random, like, specific part of economy or a specific part of global politics that it's like
We talk
people are
about
like, "What?"
basic like stock market stuff, not
but
like
just so random. It's like people don't follow, or if it's just like you're eavesdropping, people are not gonna follow. Sometimes I'm listening to the whole time, and there are large sections that I do not follow, and I ask questions, and usually explain it.
yes, great.
Just jump in and start saying something, dude. That's what I do. I
Yeah.
pretend.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's
That was actually something I told someone in China once. It was another teacher, but I was like, she didn't really interact with a lot of people, and so I told her just always have an opinion and talk about something despite not knowing it, because that's what we do, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
saying, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're either gonna sit there and not be part of the conversation, or they're going to explain it to you and give you their opinion, and they now know you know nothing, and now you have their opinion, so you really have nothing to talk about, because if you go against them, you're now literally going against them. You're not going against their opinion, because they think all the information you know is what they've given you.
A very common
So you can't-
extra is also to disagree with the person arbitrarily.
That is also Zach. It's like I'll have.
It's good to do that sometimes.
But it
That's what I'm
works.
saying.
I mean, people love Zach for just that reason that he's confrontational.
My
Yeah.
mommy does.
in a nice
Your
way.
mommy does.
Like everyone's always like, Zach's such a nice guy. I'm like, he literally is arguing with you nonstop.
No, we all love Zach.
But in a friendly way. That
I
it's
think because
fun.
Zach's so happy.
Huh?
Zach's happy. That's why we love him.
I think he's just
He's cheerful.
incapable of being sad.
Dude, I've been sad before.
Everyone can be
You were sad when you broke your arm that one time.
That was sad.
I was.
Oh! That was the funniest fucking.
I'm just gonna cry. You cry. You just go ahead and cry.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
We're like, we should go to bed, guys. And we were like scared 8-year-olds. Like, oh god, let's go to bed. We like
It just does not make sense.
when someone gets hurt
I
at a
would've been like,
sleepover.
I'm leaving.
Maybe if we go to
No.
bed, his arm will heal.
I mean, how late were you up last night?
Not
What time did you get up this morning?
like 7:30, 7:20.
Okay,
Did you go to work yesterday? Today?
making sure you're sleeping good
Did
enough.
you drive
I'm
with
not
the?
sleeping good enough.
Yeah,
Did you
the
drive with
bike
the
rack.
bike
I
rack?
forgot to
I
take it off. I
did.
gotta take it off.
It
we
was
did.
okay.
Oh, we did bike.
Not
For the
bad.
viewers, we did a bike ride yesterday.
It was pitiful.
It was
But
fun.
it was something.
It was fun. I liked it. I
It was-
did not do the mountain bike trail. I started it and I was like, "What is this?"
She
It's
would've
so
gotten
scary.
hurt.
I got off immediately. sat in the grass. It was a great time.
It was very unfortunate. If he tries to take you to it, don't go on it.
I would have you go on my mountain bike.
No.
I was about to say, Dave, I still can't turn.
No, well, this is after.
Still can't turn good.
You know, like, it's like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. This is that but for biking.
I don't know what that means. If you can
Dodgeball.
Last
dodge
time-
a wrench.
Like if you can dodge a wrench,
It's a
you
good
can.
movie.
If you can dodge a wrench, then you can easily dodge a ball.
Dave, I'm the guy who got hit by the wrench. I told you the story about my parents saying the same thing and pushing me down a hill on the bike, and I hit my head on a rock.
Yeah, and then you got amnesia.
Exactly.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. I have an item listed to sale on Facebook, and it's a food sealer vacuum machine or something. It's like for sealing bags of food. And someone still haven't commented, did you buy this? And if so, where did you purchase it? I'm not going to answer this comment.
I think they're thinking that you got it out of trash or something.
Or they're thinking,
I'll tell them-
buy this at Walmart.
I'll tell them I got it.
You get the answer
From
to that.
my
one.
Where'd you get it
uncle.
from?
Say,
I gotta
got it
ask, but I
Say you got it from a
From
yard
Uncle.
sale.
I got it from. I got it
my
from.
uncle.
I'll
He
say
is
Costco.
moving. Give them way too many details. Be like,
From
aunt and uncle got divorced, and now my uncle has to move out. And
Actually,
All this stuff.
that's one way to tell if someone is a liar.
Yeah,
if they
too
give
many
too many
details.
Too many details.
yeah, like
That's
like.
why I don't give any details.
And also,
ever.
if someone can repeat the story perfectly over long periods of time, they're usually lying because they memorize the script.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
I can't even get the stories right 90% of the time.
Yeah, so if you're trying to lie, make shit up every time.
Perfect.
add an elephant in there somewhere.
How old is your thing?
Never tell people details. That way,
Yes.
when you
Like,
are lying, it's
got it in,
indistinguishable
like,
from the truth.
Anytime anyone asks you a question, just ignore them.
January.
Just
Of this year?
ignore them.
Yeah. It's pretty much
Are
no.
you okay? Ignored.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
See-
you want the only reason that we're not using it is because we had. I'm trying to think. It was like very specific vacuum bag. We had a shit ton of vacuum bags already,
Yeah.
and it didn't work with that vacuum.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, the key of being a good liar, like you said, is like That's whenever I'll lie, I'll always like change the details up in minute ways that make it seem legitimate, to where like a person could easily mistake it.
Also, pay attention to where your eyes go.
Oh, I have autism. I have weird eye placement anyway, so anyone that knows me will just be like, oh, he's going full Dave.
Yeah.
I think I would know if you were lying. Because you do look me in the eyes. But I feel like if you're lying, you'd be like
Dave's lying tell isn't his face; it's his intonation.
his body.
How do
His
you
intoning?
know when I lie?
I think it wouldn't
Did
sound
you start
like
talking
Shit
like that?
that.
I don't talk
I was
like
gonna
this.
say that's
I
exactly.
don't talk like this when
Well,
I lie.
actually.
I mean, I can't give an example.
That's the same voice you use when we're at a fancy restaurant.
Oh yes, I'll take.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What wine would you recommend?
Why do you do that
One would
voice?
you recommend this?
Makes us so mad.
Getting
Look,
Keontae put us to sleep.
Sometimes I'll do a bit because it's hilarious in my head just to annoy other people. It's hard to explain. Like my humor operates off of levels of irony.
How many levels of irony are you on right now?
I feel like 3. I think my friendship with you guys started off ironically.
So you're in post irony
Post irony. We're in a post.
or post meta irony.
As Jordan Peterson would say, we're in a post-Marxist, modernist age, because
Late stage capitalism.
oh my god, did you see what happened to him on Twitter?
No,
No.
what happened?
So there's like a plus size model. Let me
I
show.
know he left Twitter for a little bit.
Yes, here's what happened. So let me show you. Let me show what the girl looks like. I'll show the audience too.
Show the audience, don't show us. You like them more than you like us.
Yes.
Why don't you love me?
Why don't you care? I
was
can't
so-
take you anywhere. Start off.
Okay, so let me.
What is that?
It's frozen.
But it's
frozen.
not. It's different words.
Oh, there we go.
What
Okay.
is
So he said this
you wanna
woman.
build a snowman?
Both different words.
Yeah. We were just ad libbing.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect
I
that.
forget if I can't ad lib.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay. Read the comment.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. Let me pull it for the people in the back. Okay, here's Jordan Peterson. Sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. And it's like, you know, a photo of a very, very beautiful plus size model. I don't even like what an average woman actually looks like.
Oh shit.
Dave?
No, that's not an average woman at all.
Emma,
I see.
Emma, look at the stream. Hold on.
She's a little bit bigger than like an
Yeah, that's
average
not
woman,
like
but she's not like
Well, I'm not just talking
the
about like
largest.
her size. She's also in the upper echelons in terms of physical attraction.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Multiple. I meant like the average,
Body
like body shape of American women is like around there.
Of Southern American women.
Zach, I like my
She is
girls.
very hot.
Where girls don't walk everywhere.
I like my girls meaty. I like him dripping off the bone.
I
Ew,
like
ew, ew,
Don't
ew,
worry,
ew,
Dave,
ew,
I
ew,
do
ew,
too.
ew.
I like them chunky.
I like
like
him
them round.
I like him. And then Jordan Peterson was like, "Sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that." And then he got bullied off of Twitter. And
Yeah, why does anyone ever say anything on Twitter? What's
I
the point?
know. That's why I don't get social media. Why are you saying
And
things?
it's a conscious, progressive ability to manipulate and retool the notion of beauty reliant on the idiot philosophy that such preferences are learned and properly changed by those who know better.
Wait, what?
But don't let facts stop you. He's just mad that he called a woman ugly and people are mad. Oh, and here's his leaving Twitter tweet. So, I told my staff to change my password to keep me. Yeah, I can't. I do the Kermit the Frog voice. So,
The frog here.
I told my staff to change my password to keep me from temptation,
Actually works pretty good.
and I'm once again departing. And I'm sorry, and I'm departing once again. If I have something to say, I'll write an article or make a video. The issue is not important enough to justify that. Then perhaps it would be best to just let it go.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes, that's how everyone should go about fucking social media. If you're not willing to do a video essay on it that's 30 minutes long, don't fucking say it to people online.
Twitter is the best
That's why
website
I
because
only post cute pictures of me.
I can go on Twitter. I'm gonna go on Twitter right now, do a challenge, and find the most psychopathic take.
Find it.
Okay, it's like
pretty good.
time me. We're like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, yeah.
So timer from
You get
0.
the time. And the gym and the time.
Abraham Lincoln often stored speeches, notes, and documents under his hat. Well, that's just a fun tweet.
Okay, I've started the time.
Shite.
Oh, okay.
Can you grab the gin at the time?
1 second.
No, I can go over there. It's okay.
It's too late.
It's okay.
Thanks.
I have legs.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Oh my God! Ah!
Ooh.
It's we're gonna get pulled. It's a woman with a fire hydrant up her ass. I gotta get off
Not
Twitter.
up. It's just she's sitting atop it, like a Christmas star.
I forgot
Seems more
porn can
impressive.
just show up.
Twitter, yeah.
Dude, that's what that's what one of the internet theories that I've heard is when Tumblr said no more porn kids, they all had to go to something, and the safest one was probably Twitter.
Twitter is a good one for that. Yeah.
Exactly. Because
They either went to Twitter or Reddit.
I was gonna say Reddit, but which I don't know why they didn't go to Reddit in the first place. They probably did a lot, make their own communities, but it's something weird.
I know a lot of people who didn't know that Reddit had anything other than porn.
Oh.
I love Reddit.
I like
Reddit's
YouTube
where I
and
go to
TikTok.
make me mad. Literally 3 posts on Reddit, and I will be upset for
What?
the rest of the
I
day.
follow like very niche like groups where we just talk about like the subject matter at hand, like Godzilla or Baki. You know, like
I filter out. I show him funny and cute videos.
Yeah.
Aw.
I showed him a video. I think I showed you a video of there was a video of a golden Labrador taking food off the counter and then getting caught
Oh yeah.
and looking so sad.
Good stuff.
Just an upset puppy.
See, those are pretty good things. But I don't know. If you go to Reddit and not logged in, you just go to the main page. Upsets me.
okay, here's him. Okay, Jordan Peterson was reading a Guardian article. The Guardian says Tamagotchi kids. Could the future of parenthood be having virtual children? It's like
Yeah.
an open. It's like a guest article or something.
It's also
I've had a Tamagotchi.
it's also a clickbait.
And he wrote more utter anti-human insanity. Like just
Go to sleep, old man. You were
Dude.
good. Why did you have to keep going?
He had benzos, and then he got off of benzos real fast.
And he's still on the meat and the salt.
Yeah, he's on the bad stuff.
Eat a sandwich, please. But he'll have nightmares for 3 weeks from the cider.
Yeah, that one still gets me. Like, I'm telling you, drinking a cider doesn't give you like an impending sense of doom.
The funniest thing is,
Benzos do.
so that comes from a Joe Rogan podcast, and I watched a clip from it because I don't watch the podcast. I just get sent clips of it, and he was just like, "Have you ever had your blood type taken?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to like see what's wrong with your DNA because you're fucked." It's like you're fucked.
Dude, what is this blood type though? I
don't
believe
know.
in blood type zodiac thing. What is that? What is that called? Blood type something? You know, like they do in
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah,
it's the blood type.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
mine
I know the
means.
episode you're talking about because Jordan was like, "I only eat it was when you were telling Joe he only eats roast beef," and Joe was like, "What?" Because I want to see your macros, and he goes, "Oh, okay, I'll send you my macro." Oh my god! Okay, when I did the Leprechaun voice, do you guys know that legendary Liam Neeson interview?
Oh, the one where he talks about going around Ireland with a bat to go beat up a black guy.
Yes,
Um,
no,
Oh,
he,
yeah.
Oh,
no,
I
see,
don't
no,
know.
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
See, like, I'm gonna correct you there. It wasn't a black guy. It was any black guy. No,
No, you were about to
actually,
say it was the black. guy.
no, like it was during BLM too. He was trying to tell a story about how he changed as a person when he got
Sorry,
older.
during what?
BLM
BLM 2?
no, as well.
Is that,
No,
The interview was during Black Lives
Lives
Matter
Matter
as
as
well.
well. Like,
So it was much worse.
why did you?
This
I
was
was
BLM.
What?
That is-
What movie is this?
No, I watched the
I've
interview-
seen every Liam Neeson movie. That's not one of
I
them.
watched the interview. He was like, "Yes, and it's so. My friend was assaulted by a black man, and it filled me with rage. Rage that sent me onto the street looking for a black man to beat up."
Dude, I'm telling you, Liam Neeson walking like fucking 6'4" or whatever he
Oh,
is.
he's like-
Buff Liam
he's
Neeson
6'5"
walking
or
around
so.
with the
Yeah.
bat.
And he's like, Schindler's pissed.
Walking around
Right.
with a bat and his 12-foot cack.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
12-inch cack.
He does have
He's
a
a-
large.
Now, where's a black man I can beat up? It's just-
And then it turned out that it wasn't even a black man that assaulted his friend.
I think it was like some sort of immigrant, but it's still filled with rage. Rage that sent him onto the street looking for an ugly Thai bastard.
You gotta beat him something, right?
Yeah, he did have to find an immigrant.
Oh boy.
Emma, would you ever let rage send you onto the street to beat up a minority?
Or not a minority or anyone else. I don't think I could beat someone up. I don't think I'd ever find joy in beating someone up.
No, she just goes, David.
I'd be like, David, someone did this.
I'd be filled with rage.
Right? I gotta find the first
And I was
minority.
filled with rage that sent me onto the streets. Looking for.
Just imagining
Power level
Dave walking out with
increase.
his entire arsenal, his Bowie knife, his spear, his hatchet, his parang.
Calls up the boys. We're walking around with the katana. The
Yeah.
stupid. The spear's the funniest thing to me. The
I
spear's
love the
so
spear.
good.
Oddly useful.
David has a spear.
Dude, did I ever tell you the story about my spear in China?
Yes! No, you gotta tell the pod. You gotta tell the pod. Okay.
So at
Yeah.
some point while I was in China, a couple people in Wuhan started sneezing. And so all of my roommates, I had this giant ass apartment, and all of my roommates left, and they couldn't get back into the country because of coronavirus restrictions. And so I was just bumfuck paranoid because this is the first time I lived alone in a foreign country for so long, especially at this point around March in China. We've been in the coronavirus for like 2.5 months, and the U.S. and I know.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it started in 2019. That's why it's COVID 2019. But we heard about it in the very early parts of January.
No, it's okay. The Trump admin purposely withheld information from the public.
I will
Yeah.
say the Chinese government did as well because we didn't know anything about it until early January, and they said, yeah, some people just started getting sick in Wuhan, and by the middle to end of January, they're like, all right, they've been sick for about a month and a half now, so whoops. Anyway, so I was getting paranoid.
An anti-minority sentiment in China which is white people.
Yeah, they think that now that March, April is going around, that Western countries have worse coronavirus rates, and so it must be white people that are spreading it, and black people as well.
You want to something funny? I was working for 2 Chinese women when that happened. So
Really?
I was hearing like how it's American soldiers in China that
Yeah.
spread the. I'm like, we don't have soldiers in China.
Dude, I know they had crazy opinions. They actually
Oh
got
wait, they might have meant Taiwan, the true China. Oh.
They actually got a bus around and they rounded up every African and they put them in a holding facility for a couple of weeks.
But the
Oh.
liberal
It's actually
media
true.
won't tell you about that.
No, they won't.
Whoa.
So
Nor will Chinese media.
because I'm hearing about
That's
this
a good reason to
happening.
be worried.
Yeah, I'm hearing about people getting rounded up and thrown into buses in, fucking Guangdong, where we have the largest population of Africans outside of Africa in this one place. I'm like, oh shit. And so I take a broom handle and I tape a knife to it. And I keep it with me as a spear. Just in case anyone breaks it, like they're trying to come and get me, I have a weapon to defend myself. I'm freaking out, right? And I didn't know this, but the 4th of April was Coronavirus Victim Awareness Day or something. And I like this, at this point, I didn't have to work until later. I got to schedule my own hours, so I got to sleep in. And so at like 8 in the morning, I didn't know this. What they did is they asked every car to stop and honk their horns and every air raid siren to go off. But all of the notices were in Chinese, and I didn't give a shit. So I didn't actually stop to read any of these. So I wake up to air raid sirens going off.
Oh my god, that's so amazing.
And I'm sitting there like
honking horns.
and honking horns. I'm sitting there pulling my spirit like, we finally attacked them. there's only one white guy in this apartment building with like 3,000 people. Come and get me. So I'm sitting there
Pick me
like
up.
I'm like crouched sitting there with my spear waiting at the door and like
Probably the most
I
American
think
you
I'm
ever felt in your
fine.
life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think a United States
I'm-
soldier is going to come put you on his back and be like, I'm taking you to America?
Essentially.
Not
You're
safe."
free,
Yes.
son.
I can just imagine you like you could like you know that scene from Kingsman with Freebird. Have you ever
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
that
yeah.
church? You like church shooting the entire apartment block your spear. It takes you like 2 hours. They all gang up on you.
No, that'd be cool. But
Oh my God.
thankfully,
Or
thankfully
worse is
it
the
was
scene from Old Boy.
Oh god,
dude. My hallway was like 30. It was a very tall building. It was what 32 stories, and it was like a 30-foot long hallway. So I have to keep going up the stairs and then repeating it, and then go up the stairs.
Aw.
It's like a fucking raid.
You level up halfway through.
Sit there, gonna spec my skills. Yeah,
That
it
is
was
horrible.
Oh,
horrifying.
we've been out this for like an hour and a half. We should probably wrap it up soon.
I'm good with that.
It's fine.
I guess one tidbit for me is I'm playing through the Wolfenstein games again, and it's pretty fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never played that, so
it's the
I
one I
don't
was
know.
playing last night where you were like fighting the
Oh.
Nazis.
That was so scary.
Scary.
It
What
was
do you mean
scary.
scary?
Oh my god, tell them.
It was in the first game, like the living vivisection scene.
Oh
Yeah, which is like disturbing to anyone. It's like, yeah.
Yes, disturbing.
Tell them more. He was stabbing people and squishing people, and I had to not look. He was like, Emma, don't look at that.
Because I knew she'd scream. If
I
she's,
was gonna.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And
I'm telling you.
I don't know. So I played all of them
Mm.
before. God, Youngblood was so bad. I just hope they make a sequel to finish off the trilogy.
Well,
Because, like-
technically, they have what is it? What's the? They have one that's like download only. I can't remember what it is.
That might be Youngblood. Youngblood never released them.
It's like because it might be called Old Blood or something. It's before.
Oh, it's the old-
before World
The
War.
Old Blood is a DLC.
Oh,
for
okay.
it. It's not a full game.
Gotcha.
It's like $15.
Never mind then. I recant that statement.
No, I've never played it, but like
Yeah, because you don't even get to kill Hitler. You get to kill Hitler in the second one, but if you do that, you die. So
yeah.
Oh.
It is fun though. I will say.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Like the new Colossus, like because it's like you get cucked out of killing Hitler.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping in the actual third one you do get to kill him.
I will say I do like how they portrayed Hitler in the new Colossus because at that point we're in the 60s and he was already degenerative as fuck in the early 40s because
Yeah,
lots
they
of drugs.
see him
and whatever
shaking on meth at
neurological
the
disease.
Olympics.
Yeah, as he's like vomiting and pissing and just saying random stuff. I
And,
think it's
like-
funny. It's good shit.
Yeah, it's really good.
But I don't like how the mission system worked in that, like, you had the mission and then you got to replay certain parts of it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you at the end of the game to add a length, you could do the optional thing of like
Yeah.
killing the Uber commandos.
Yeah. Which was.
But I mean, it wasn't even that. It wasn't like frustrating to do at all. Just
I wouldn't
you
say
just
it's frustrating. I think it's just like the levels themselves. I think were really good in the new Colossus, and
Yeah.
I wanted to replay the levels, but you couldn't replay the levels. You could play sections with no.
Yeah,
no
and
plot or story,
well, if you beat the Uber commando, you couldn't get them again. Yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
play them again.
which was dumb.
I mean, I just like, I wish the series had more fans because I really like it. I like the world building, like the lore. But like, no one cares about those games.
No, which is weird.
Yeah, I really like them. Like, I thought they were a big
good.
deal, and no one likes them. Yeah, they're a good. They're a good shooter. The problem is that they just don't have replay value. But I'm like, you should just get it for the story.
Yeah, I will say that's one thing. I thought
Yeah.
it would have replay value because, spoiler alert for any of you who haven't played the New Order, but there's like two guys. There's a young American guy or an older Scottish guy that
Yeah.
you pick to survive in the
Yeah.
first one, which you stick with that guy through the next couple of games, but it changes literally nothing. Like
It
the
changes.
only-
You
in
get
the first
one.
game,
Yeah.
it's like a different collectible that you get in the first game,
Yes.
and one of them is very much better than the other.
And well, and then also in the first game, you have Jimi Hendrix instead of like.
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You do have the Jimmy instead of the neurotic woman. I can't remember what she was like.
Caroline.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then the second game, she's not there if you choose the Wyatt timeline
Yeah,
because she doesn't. Yeah, I only played the Fergus timeline.
yeah. I played the Fergus one. I think
Yeah,
that with
I've
the
never
second
actually
one,
done a Wyatt timeline.
they had a lot of good cutscenes with or relations with Fergus because he gets his arm chopped off, which
Yeah.
is probably the best cutscene in the game, as opposed to Wyatt, who just whines the whole game.
And overdoses.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
no one likes Wyatt. They should. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yes, I really hope the third one's good.
Well, the fourth one. 'Cause
Fourth
you got
one,
Youngblood,
yeah.
dude.
Youngblood, which was horrible. You're liberating France, but it feels like shit. Cause
Yeah,
like,
because you're liberating France.
no, also because they do it like they make it like an online focused
Yeah.
game with like paid with like points to level up. I'm like,
Why?
yeah.
Pay to win, brother.
And it's like a partial open world, which is not it's like the Wolfenstein formula. It's just Doom, but with Nazis. That's the whole. It's just
Dune, but with Nazis?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doom.
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 I heard Dune. I was like, I don't think it's very Doony.
Yeah, because you just have
Hitler
absurd
Hitler
shit.
rides a sandworm. You guys missed that one?
If Hitler was one of the Benny Jesuits, I swear to God.
Okay,
Not
we should,
Benny Jesuits.
I think we're gonna wrap
Well,
it up
game,
here.
guys.
We're talking about game. Okay, see you next week. Bye, Mom. Love you.
See you, Mom.
Hi, David's mom.
By Sydney, apparently?
Sydney, you also.